what's going on, everyone? This is Mike Colleen, MikeColleen.com. That's Mike, KOLLIN.com. This is Cracked Female Code, your dating and relationship expert. And Benev came up with something last night after we did those 2 long recordings that I said, why didn't you say that? So go ahead and just basically share what you were trying to say.
I was telling Mike that before I met him, I think I said in the last video, my life wasn't really too good. I was pissed off all the time. But I told him, dude, the core piece of his course, it's a lot different than what people think. And I told him that most of the time I felt very powerless, very just thrown around by life. Like I was not, you know what I mean? Just you feel inadequate, not good enough. You're always working.
You feel stuck.
Yeah, you feel stuck. It's like you're just trying to prove your worth to life, to people. Just you know what I'm saying? Just
when you were when you were sitting over there and he just after we did this long video, I'm like, dude, that was perfect. What were you feeling when you were saying that last night? Like when you were remembering what it was like before you started doing this. And you just said I felt powerless, like I couldn't do anything.
Yeah, it's when you said you really like talking about the internal awareness.
Oh yeah, and because I noticed last night on the video he wanted to keep going. I'm like, well, why? And I said, yeah, I noticed. And then so why?
The reason was because, like I said before, it isn't just that my life was bad. It's just that I felt very powerless in life.
Like you couldn't do nothing.
No, it was more than that, dude. It was the only thing I wanted in life was to feel fulfilled, to feel good enough, to feel like I'm somebody. You know what I mean?
Yes, I do actually, and that's actually going to lead into a better explanation. So you felt empty.
Yeah.
So.
And
go ahead.
I just wanted to do all this the get rich thing, to get the girls, just to make myself feel good.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But it turned out to be a totally different course, didn't it?
Yeah.
Now here's the thing. Watch this. It's kind of funny because a lot of guys, wait a minute, it's not about picking up on women. Yes and no. It's about you stepping into your power so you can do whatever it is that you want to do, whether it's start a business, read about business and finance, go back to college, get ahead in your corporation, whatever company you work for, meet women, have a marriage, save your marriage, enhance your marriage. When you understand these core pieces of life, you realize there's a few core pieces that apply to everything. Everything I've taught you. Do you see how it applies to sales?
Mm-hmm. Everything.
Everything. Do you see how it applies to running a business?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so go ahead.
So I just wanted to say that I wanted to feel this fulfillment, this being good enough, being powerful enough, so bad that I wanted it just every day. And I thought to myself, what would it be like if I could just feel like that all the time? And I had no idea how to get there.
Right.
But in Mike's course, when he took me to that space that we talked about in the last video, it was like I just knew this is it. This is what people want when they're.
Well, say from the I. You're kind of shifting to them. Speak to them. Speak like you're speaking over there, because it was much more impactful, much more powerful. So say from the I. So you were talking to me, and you said I knew this course was for me.
Yeah.
Speak from there. That's associated.
It was the feeling that I was looking for.
Right. All right. So before you met me, you felt powerless.
Yeah.
And then what happened?
And then I took the course thinking that it was going to be something cool, pick up girls and be the cool guy or whatever. Mm-hmm. But it was when we got to the point that I came into this space of internal awareness that it was this is what I want from life.
Yes.
This, you know what I mean?
It's what everybody wants. It's why people will go to college and get in debt $100,000 or more, get their master's degree, even doctorate degree, then work their ass off to work in a corporation or start their own corporation for 5-10 years, finally buy the Ferrari, finally buy the $3.2 million home, and then they're still empty inside. Do you get it?
And that's what I felt for a long time.
It's like you're working. He works a lot,
mm-hmm.
and it's like you're going in circles.
Yeah.
Just like it was empty. It was meaningless. It sucked.
I was just telling him last night that it's like I just wanted to feel what it felt like to be fulfilled. That's what I really wanted.
To have a meaningful life.
Yeah.
All right. So, go ahead. So you
And
basically said to me that it was like when I got that first experience of boom opening up, you said that's when I knew this is what I was looking for.
yes, it wasn't even like it's something close to, or maybe I can. It was like this is
It
the
was
thing.
exactly. You're like, this is it.
This is the thing that I've
This
been
is
looking
what's
for.
been missing. This is why I'm sad. This is why I felt empty.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the deal. You felt empty because your awareness was out there. Men are very external. So our energy, our awareness goes out there when it should be in here. And when it comes in here, how's that feel?
It feels like everything's right with the world.
Yeah, you feel solid. Do you suddenly feel like, okay, because I remember when I first met you, you kind of blew me off. It's like, hey, you got to read Rich Dad, Poor Dad. It's a book on money. You really got to plan your future. And you said last night, like, yeah, I kind of blew you off. And I just, honestly, I was like, so what do you do, man? Remember that?
Yeah.
And so I was telling him, like, hey, man, you should read these books. But feeling empty and powerless inside, did you feel like it would even help?
You don't want to do it because it just feels
It's going to be more pain.
like a waste of time.
Yeah, like I'm reading this book, but it's never going to help me.
Mm-hmm.
I have the book here, Rich Dad Poor Dad, and he was looking at it. I go, do you want it? He was, can I take it? I was like, yeah. The dude, in 3 or 4 days, is 3/4 through that book. I mean, he's just because you're excited now, huh?
Yeah.
Do you feel like now you can do that?
Mm-hmm.
See, now he's flying through books. He's absorbing knowledge and I want to say nutrients. I don't know why, but nutrients for the brain. And he's just reading through these books. So now when you read Rich Dad Poor Dad, you feel like, well, that's for someone else. I can't do that. Now it's different, huh?
I feel like I can do it. I can actually make the thing happen.
A little bit or totally?
Totally.
It's like, yeah, I can do this. No problem.
I'll tell
So
you what, man.
does that feel empowered?
Empowered.
Right.
I'll tell you, it was the feeling that I got the first time we went to that space, and every time again,
Mm-hmm.
it was the feeling of this is what I want my life to be. This is what I'm looking for from life. Even out of everything, money, women, power, status, traveling the world, which is one of my big things. Yeah. Out of all of that, this is what makes the world go round for me.
Right. So do you see how now you can go back to college and totally get into the studies, totally take notes, and totally be with the teacher and absorb the knowledge versus, fuck, it's giving me a headache, oh, I don't want to be here. Or let's say a boxer, professional boxer, if he steps in the ring with this sense of being, how much better is he going to do?
He is going to win every time.
Abso-fucking-lutely. In fact, this is what everything in life is challenging about. People are going after these dreams, and then a lot of times they get to the dream and they're like, this is it. You still feel empty, and you don't know why. Because you're looking for that thing inside. You get it? Now, here's the thing. I'm not saying don't give... Oh, Mike's promoting be poor and just connect with yourself. Fuck that. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying when you connect with yourself, you're going to achieve your dreams. And it's going to be fun. It's going to be a blast versus a struggle of, God, when I finally get to that goal 10 years down the road, then I'm going to be fulfilled. Then I'm going to be happy and satisfied. Fuck that. Don't wait 10 years to live an awesome life.
It's funny, you just said that. But when we were in Target, and there's a video of it when I'm behind Target, and we're driving home, and I'm just chilling the fuck out. I've got my arm on the armrest, just like, this is great. And he says to me, do you see now that by being here is how you get there?
Yes. Sorry, the light, just go ahead and scoot over a little bit. I'm going to scoot over, no, that way. I don't know a lot more. Because the light's just bugging the hell out of me. Alright, so sorry, we're going to have to do it like that. And then I can turn it there. That's how we did it. Okay. So go ahead and say that again.
So this is when we were driving home from behind the Target scene.
Yeah, when he had that real, he stepped into his power. I'll just use that phrase from now on.
There's actually a video of it online if you guys want to check it out.
Right.
And I was just mellowed the fuck out. It's like I was on a horse tranquilizer, just like, this is great. I'm loving it, dude. It feels so nice. And so he told me that it's by being here that you get there.
Right. You want a new car. You want to make more money. Oh, yeah, here's something. He had gotten a raise, and I don't know if I put it into the video. He'd gotten a raise, and about 3 months later I said, go ask your boss for a raise. He goes, I just got one. They're not going to give me one. I'm like, go ask your boss for a raise. If he even questions it, say, hey, I show up all the time. I work every day. Just give him a couple of reasons. He'll be like, you know what? You're right.
Next day I got a raise.
You got a raise. Another one. So that's what I'm saying. So would you have done it if you never met me?
No.
Nope.
Just keep working for chump change.
Yep. So Abenav's life in 90 days has already had a huge shift. I mean, not just in money, but also in his living space, in the fact that he's reading books that he never would have read in a million years.
Yeah, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. First of all, I didn't even know.
That's just one book. He's reading NLP books by Dr. Bandler, Dr. Grinder, and, well, go ahead, I'm sorry.
Yeah, so first of all, I didn't even know books like that existed,
Right.
let alone if somebody could actually point them out to me, say, hey, read this one or read that one.
Right.
It's like they were just there. I couldn't even see them that side of knowledge. Like I thought knowledge was just going to school and getting your degree and stuff like that.
Right. Do you see how people will go and get a degree and still not be able to function in the world because they're like, well, I don't know how to sell myself. I don't know how to gain rapport with people. I don't know how to communicate with people. Now that I've taught you some of the basic communication patterns that people do unconsciously, do you see how if you don't learn this stuff, you could have 3 degrees and it's like you're going to struggle.
It's like you have a knowledge, but you don't know how to put that knowledge to use, or you don't know how to put it together.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know how to use it with people.
Right.
And
that's what this course does for you.
I think we said it in the last video. When you get to this space, you become the natural.
Yes. You know, we were talking about a lot of pickup artists will, oh, some guys are just born natural. It's like, you know what, man? There's some truth to it. It really has more to do with the way their mother raised them and their self-esteem around the opposite sex, and they're just comfortable. But you can learn how to do that and become the natural. I don't mean like temporarily, but you can over time when you get really good at doing this. I call it stepping into your power. All of a sudden, you can business. Like when you talk to your boss, it was more natural, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Talking to women is more natural. Talking to people is more natural. So all of a sudden, like, why did that make such a big deal out of it? So we're just talking. Really?
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, there are some that, okay, this is the side of the dating relationship side. There are some patterns that trigger her mating system that I will teach you in the course. But do you see how these patterns, without this core sense of self, how this is a lot weaker?
Yeah. You won't even get the courage to
Approach.
do those patterns or talk to the girl in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
When you're in this space, I'm telling you, man, the reason we started making this video is because I said something to him last night. It's just that
about feeling empowered. Like I feel like I can do things now, whereas before you're like I couldn't do it.
Mm-hmm. I wanted this feeling of be able to go out in the world and just be comfortable and just let loose.
Right.
And
just live. Because you see all these other people going after the dreams, having fun, going to the beach, you know, picking up on the girls, and you're just like, well, I want to do that. Mm-hmm. Go do it.
And you don't have to spend 5 months or 5 years taking like a confidence building course or, you know what I mean, something like that. It's just one little thing, but you practice a little bit over and over,
right, and
you'll be there.
When you make that shift for the first time, you'll absolutely know this is what it is you've been looking for, and this shift is what's going to allow you to get ahead in life. It doesn't matter what you want to do, whether you want to be an artist, whether you want to be a recording artist, whether you want to meet girls at clubs, whether you want to be comfortable with a business office. It doesn't matter. And then you're going to start seeing things from a different perspective, and all of a sudden it's like literally isn't it like you were like here, and then all of a sudden the whole thing opened, you know, it's like, whoa, now you see all the possibilities.
Yep. It's a different way of being. It's a different way of living. Right. I'm telling you guys, when you're there, even for a split second, mm-hmm, the world is just so much nicer, man.
Yeah, and you know, I don't like to use the word confidence and courage, because a lot of guys go reverse to, I'm confident. No, that's not what I'm talking about. That is literally making up for lack of confidence. You see that now?
Yeah.
I don't like to use the word, because really what it really is, you feel comfortable.
Mike said to me when we were behind Target that, do you see now that this is what I mean when I say, or this is what girls mean when they say they're looking for a guy who's comfortable in his body. And you literally are comfortable in your body because you can feel your muscles. They're completely relaxed. Mm-hmm. You can just sit there, and here's the funny thing. Even if the hottest chick walked by completely naked, like you look at her, but you just...
It's in a more comfortable way.
Yeah, it's just like, hey, what's up? Like, you know what I mean? You're totally in your space.
Yes, and when you're in your space, it allows women to come to you because now they feel comfortable, versus when you do the linear thing, your eyeballs and your energy reaches out to them, that's creepy. And that's what women mean when they say don't be a creepo. But would you say that 99% of guys out there are being creepos?
Mm-hmm.
Because they're doing the linear thing. Hey, what's up, man? And they don't. When you pop into this space, you could see it, huh?
Clear as
And
day.
you're like, oh my god, that's so weird. It's freaky, huh?
Mm-hmm.
You just want to go, dude, snap out of it, dude. You're freaking her out.
This is power, man. If real power. You know, I said in the beginning of the video, I always wanted to feel powerful, but I didn't even know what power was.
A lot of guys think it's this male, and that's not. That's putting on the brakes. A lot of people out there, especially men, when you think you're being powerful, you're actually putting on the brakes and you're being powerless. So remember when you were walking around on that day, I hadn't seen you for like a year, and I say, hey, what's up, angry Indian?
Mm-hmm.
And he just kind of looked at me and I was like, dude, it's okay, come on over, let's talk. Because I knew he was ready. He wasn't ready before, because he was like, I'm powerful, I don't need you. You get it?
Yeah.
Do you see now that what you thought was power was what was holding you back?
Mm-hmm.
And that is such a... He understands it now. I've broken it down, I've explained it, and I've got him to shift, and now he can see it and physically experience, like, wow, dude, I was pushing on the brakes thinking that was powerful when really I needed to let off the brakes and push on the gas pedal.
A good example is if you're an athlete, you can't perform with your muscles tense. Like if you're a boxer, you can't throw punches with your arms like fully flexed. You have to relax, and then you can throw faster punches and stronger punches.
This whole thing is about flow. It's all about flow. I don't give a shit if you're a Navy SEAL. I don't care if you're a pilot. I don't care what you do. This is going to shift everything. And all of a sudden you're like, holy shit. That's why Muhammad Ali was so awesome. That's why Sugar Ray Leonard was so awesome. Because they were in the flow, man. They just moved. And I fought for a long time. And that was one of the things I accessed really fast at a young age. I couldn't consciously tell you what I was doing. I tried to teach her, how did you get so good so fast? You know, I was like, well, you got to do it like this. And I didn't know how to explain it to him because I didn't even know what the fuck I was doing. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's it. We didn't really mean to make this video that long. The next couple of videos, we're going to actually be talking about stuff, our experiences, maybe explaining the difference between this and that, how to do that. The problem with doing the how-to videos for this core series of techniques is you can't do it in a video.
You kind of have to get a feel for it by being here.
You have to physically, and I'll see where you're at. Okay, now when you're open, can you see it when someone's up here?
Mm-hmm.
No, not. I'm totally here, man. Can you hear my voice? Tell me. Where am I? Fucking up here. It's pretty obvious. No, it's not pretty. It's totally obvious. Anyways, hey, this is Mike Colling at MikeColling.com. And remember, buy the book, Crack the Female Code. $25 will change your life. It's a 400-book course, 400-page book. It's $60. It's on sale now for $25 bucks. Go to crackthefemalecode.com and at least catch a clue.
See you guys later.
All right, see you guys. Bye.